Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have before you five different cameras, two of them similar, but five different cameras that all have one thing in common. All of these cameras take 620 film, and a lot of the vintage cameras that you'll find out there take 620 film, and I'm going to show you how I modify 120 film to fit in cameras that take 620 film. And it's really pretty simple. And to do what I do, you only need some fingernail scissors and a file or a grinder. I'm going to use a Dremel. In fact, I'm going to do it outside because of the micro dust that's created. And if you're using a Dremel, you should have some safety glasses. Same with the grinder. So I'll get to that in a moment, but first let me say that this 620 film was produced for quite a while. I think it came out in 1930 and was produced for about 60 years, so there's quite a few cameras out there that take the 620 film. And you'll see videos where some people will say that you can fit the 120 film into this camera even though it says 620. And of course I haven't experimented with all cameras, but with my experience I can tell you this, that it can be done. However, in my experience, since the spools are a little bit different size, I'll show you here. This is 120 film, 620 film, excuse me, and this is 120 film, and there's not a big difference in height in the spools, but there is a difference in height. And also the width of the spool is larger on the 120 than it is on the 620. So in my experience, though I could do it, it was tight, and it is more convenient if the spool fits in there more like it should. So you can find videos that will teach you how to take this 120 film and re-spool it onto these 620 spools, and that is one way you can go. The other way you can go is to buy 620 film online, or I bought this at a local photography store made by the Film Photography Project, and I paid, as you can see, $16.99. Excuse me, $13.99. So it's not cheap when you consider that, for instance, I got this black and white 120 lomography Earl Grey film for $7.90 for 3 rolls. So that's about $6 a roll. So if you're testing a camera and that you've never shot, for instance, I've never shot this camera and I've never shot this camera. If I'm testing these cameras and I want to use a less expensive film and don't feel like I can afford the convenience of paying twice the price, then modifying the film is kind of the answer. So without much ado, what I'm going to do is go outside to just quickly take you through the process of trimming it down. Okay, I'm outside now and I'm ready to get to it. I have some reading glasses because you should have some sort of eye protection. So this is kind of dual purpose. And I've got my scissors and I've got a Dremel tool. So let's get to it. Basically, I'm taking off that entire outer edge and it's kind of like almost even with the film plane here, and it doesn't have to be perfect, because when I get to dremeling, I'll trim around with the Dremel. I'll even it out, and do the same thing on the other side. So that's again, the entire outer edge. There's the piece. I took that off all at once. And so now I'll hit it with the Dremel. Now I'm going to go around the edge, smooth it out. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I might just do a little bit more, but this looks pretty good. Just kind of smoothing it up a little bit. I don't know what you can see, you know, I'll know when I play this back. And so now I think I'm good. So let's compare the size and see if I can get these together at the bottom perfectly. I think you can see that it's good now. In fact, I think I have the 120 spool a little bit shorter. So now, the reason I'm using the Argus, it happens to be one of those cameras that they'll say, oh yeah, you can fit the 120 spool in there. And the truth is you can. Let me open one here that's but it's tight. So if I turn this around, you can see that How about this? You believe me when I say that it's tight, and it's probably might be possible. Now that I think, I don't know that I think I probably did trim the last one I put in. So whatever they say, believe what you want, but do know that when you have one of these that's trimmed down and you put it in here, you're not going to have a problem getting it in, and you're not going to have a problem advancing the film. And I would say this fits in very well, and I don't foresee any problem with the film advance with this spool. So there you have it. That's how I do it. There's more ways, I'm sure, to skin this cat, like I've said, respooling and whatnot, but this works pretty well. It's pretty simple. And I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm going to be shooting some of these cameras, and by the way, doing reviews on them, so you know, come back if you want to see the how the camera's performed. I'm going to do the couple rolls, 3 rolls of lomography, and a couple of rolls of this 2 different Kodak stocks. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for joining, and until next time.